angels. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty. I am your host. I do not know what's going on with my stuff today, but nothing is matching. Hey, Curly D. How are you, sweetheart? I do not know what is going on. I'm looking all funny. So it is makeup time, and we got some good news, and we got some bad news, and we're going to chat about some other things today. As you see, I did my eyebrows last night. I did them a little thin. I did that on purpose because I used my castor oil, and my castor oil makes them grow really, really fast. So I thought if I do this, then like within 2 weeks, they'll be grown back out, and then I can like shape them the way I really want to shape them. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to look really funny for a couple of days, maybe 2 weeks, but then we'll get over it. Hey, Princess Paris. Happy Thanksgiving. Paris is in the house. Hold on just a second, Paris. I want to make you a mod. Hang on 1 second. Now, Paris over here, I usually don't time nobody out unless they say crazy things. On yours last night, they were saying some crazy, crazy things that we just can't have, especially for your channel, because you darling, can get in trouble for it, for what they say. So that's why I was having to, hey, tie-dye Gammy, how are you, baby? I was having to actually, some of those people that were talking and saying, let me see you in your swimming suit, I was having to approve those messages. And normally me as a mod, I don't usually have to do that, you know. Yeah, they were doing it on purpose. And I think they were trying to like get you in trouble because they were saying, you know, some things I don't even want to say on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say on here. But anyway, yeah, so 2 of them got banned, but I went and looked at their channel. There wasn't nothing on their channel. So I just think those were trolls, because usually when there's like nothing on their channel or nothing, that's usually meaning they're a troll. So now you're a mod on mine. So we're going to do makeup today because we got to get ready for Thanksgiving. We got to get ready. Okay. So the good news is that Diddy did not get bail. Also, the other good news is that my husband graduated from paying child support. And when he got his letter day before yesterday, he almost wanted to cry. He was like, I feel like crying because, you know, there's a lot of times that men don't make it all the way through, you know, and, you know, for a man to commit to, you know, almost 19, well, actually it was 19 years worth of child support. That's a big deal, you know, and to graduate and, you know that you paid for your daughter and know that you did everything in your power as a parent, that's a big deal. And so, yeah, he almost cried because, you know, that's a big deal. As you know, like I've told you many times, my exes didn't pay any child support. So I never saw child support. Child support, what? What is that? You know. Oh, thank you, Paris. Thank you for the super sticker, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey. Oh, that's so sweet of you. And so he was really happy. But then today we get this letter from Discover. Now, mind you, I have a Discover card, but my husband doesn't have one. And it says, we're to inform you that we didn't have enough information to give you a Discover card. And he's like, babe, did you try to get a Discover card? And I was like, no, I got my own. And he's like, I was like, call them. Because you know what I think happened? I think she got the letter that said, get an attorney. Your daughter ain't going to school. Your child support's being cut off. And then when she got that letter, she also got our address. She already had his social from child support. And I think she tried to get a card. And since she didn't have the right information, she couldn't get it. But I think she was like, hey, you take away my money, which ate her money, and it's just really sad, the person that she is, because like, I don't want to go into it on here. It's just really sad. Um, but my husband's on the phone with Discover right now trying to figure out who was trying to get a Discover card. And that's one thing about me, like, I have my own credit cards. I don't need to go trying to get credit cards in my husband's name. And if I did something like that, I think I'd be asking him first, do you mind if I get a credit card in your name? Like, yeah, that's why he's trying to figure it out right now. I said, get on there and call and see where did this come from? Because it's got a number on it, like a case number, so you can call. And so he's on there right now, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who tried. But see, she's only had our address for like the last month. So, and she just got the letter like a week or so ago stating that the child support was over. So I don't know. I don't know, girls, but I'm telling you, if it's her, we will prosecute. We will. I mean, can you imagine? Here you graduate paying child support. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Libs, how are you? You graduate, happy Thanksgiving. You graduate paying child support to a woman for 19 years. Your daughter don't even live there and hasn't for a long time. And then possibly now this woman is trying to do fraud. I don't know. I don't know. But I just know one thing, that when it comes to me and my husband, like, I would tell him. And I have my own Discover card. And I've had my Discover card for, I think, about 2 years now. And I have my own credit cards. You know what I mean? Like, you know how us women, we want our own stuff. We have our own stuff. And yeah, it's just really strange because until all this child support and, and her getting our address, nobody ever tried to get cards in his name or anything. But I'm glad that Discover picked up on it, that it wasn't him. There must have been some things she couldn't answer, because you know how they'll go through and they'll ask you about old time things where you lived, and different zip codes, and ask you 4 or 5 different questions, and you got to pick one and that kind of stuff to see if it's really you. I bet you she couldn't do that. So then last night I was watching Sean Atwood, and I was watching that girl Misha that came out supposedly allegedly being, done by Diddy. And I watched Jaguar go up there. And when she went up there, the girl like broke and said that Adria's that other girl that was coming out saying that she was a victim as well. Misha broke and said that Adria was her boyfriend was her pimp, type of thing, and that Adria knew she was underage, and that Misha looked up to her as a mom, and Adria took her to Diddy's and left her there. And she was screaming, "Mom, Mom," and she took her to Diddy's and left her. So then she told Misha to do it, to do the interviews certain ways and stuff like that, And I was going to play that part for all of you to see, because like that Adria even came out on like her 3rd or 4th interview and said that she was working with Quentin. And dang well, if she's working with Quentin, that means that she's working for who? Diddy, to muddy up the waters and to make it look like people are lying. Hey, MSV, happy Thanksgiving to you too, baby. So in a moment, after I get my foundation on, we will watch it and we'll see what happens. Because, see, she brought Jaguar into it. She said she knew Jaguar, and that Jaguar had met her at the strip club and was trying to, she lied on Jaguar. She said that Jaguar was trying to, get her into trafficking and all this stuff. So Jaguar came up real calm, cool, and collected, and talked to the girl. And then she played the video of her and Andrea talking from the night before. And Andrea seeing that girl, Misha, was a drug addict and everything else. And, now they're going to be eating each other alive and everything. But, you know how they're trying to muddy the waters for disinformation, for Mr. Diddler, who's never, mind you, he's never getting out. That man's never getting out. No, he is never getting out. And when the judge put his ruling down, he was like, he could not trust that the diddler wouldn't run away or wouldn't intimidate witnesses or witnesses wouldn't come, things like that. He put it all in writing as to that he was on Diddy and knew Diddy's game. And, so that judge has only been on the bench for 2 years, but that judge was awesome. So let me get that real quick and let you see the ending of what had happened, because I was blown away. I was like, what in the world, But then when she starts getting interrogated and stuff, it starts becoming a whole different thing. She starts really talking at that point. Let's see here. I think it was live. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I got to go. So we're not going to go through what Misha said. I can just let you guys all go through what Misha said. I'm going to go to the part where Jaguar comes up here. And then let you just see what actually goes down at that point, Oh, that's okay, baby. You're fine, baby. You don't have to worry about that. All right, so watch what happens when Jaguar starts playing Adria, and listen closely to what this woman says.
You need to go ahead and call this place so you can go get counseling. But really, going to church and me praying and me reading the Bible, that's what's keeping me sane.
So Misha, Jaguar has just joined us. Hello, Jaguar.
Hey, Pindar. Happy.
Hey, guys. How are you? Hey, Sean.
So, Kimmy, happy.
Hey, Rolo.
How we doing, Jag? How we doing?
Oh, fabulous. Just getting ready for my parents.
Yeah, you're cooking up their favorite meal, right, for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Have
you spoken to Misha before, Jaguar?
Huh?
Have you spoken to Misha before?
Yeah, just once over within the time. Pray with her and let her know that there are people praying for her and to be encouraged, to be glad to be alive and, put the past in the past.
We appreciate you coming in.
You know, my green screen here, do you see it says, thanks, Zoe. That's my blink twice lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love that movie. It's so elegant. It's quite the totem. The yellow is for warning. And if you look through the film on so many different occasions, yellow pops up. The weirdo guy with the glasses, the heart glasses, all set upside down, trying to alert the girl that danger was there. I mean, it was a very elegantly written piece. And I mean, I've said myself that I have no doubt in my mind that they spoke with someone who had been there. So I just
Yeah, it's true. They took it from my police statement.
Mm. Interesting. What year was that?
Yes, I did.
That was 2012.
Okay. Now, you said something very interesting the other day. And let's just be clear. Neither one of us have spoken online, offline, other than with Natanya, correct?
I've seen you. What I told Adrian is that I seen you in the club, and I remember you speaking about what the Cuban good and stuff, and
You
that
said it
you
was a strip. You said it was a strip club in Dallas.
in North Dallas. Yeah, it's called Dallas Cabaret.
Can somebody
Dallas Cabaret
tell
North
us
and
if you
Dallas
were
Cabaret
watching?
South.
Cabaret. And this was, you remember it specifically, it was in 2012.
Yeah, because that's when I was living in the Highland Hills in Oak Cliff. That's why I was staying in Oak Cliff, and
That would be unfortunate.
you weren't there.
Exactly when was it that you were in the mental hospital?
That was like in 2005. I was there. 2005, 2006, something like that. That's when I got back home. That's how I got home, because they was trying to
Sweetheart,
book
I
me.
need to inform you of some very real information about me, which can be easily charted on my Instagram. I've been traveling, performing, and living in many different various places all over the world. I did not decide to move to Dallas, Texas until 2016. Now, I did start working and gigging and recording in Dallas before 2016, when I first started frequenting it in 2014, after I left Philadelphia with my family. And see, I had moved me and my son to Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, in between that time,
Hang on.
I took a contract with Dwayne Wiggins doing film and television production.
Okay, so the girl that we're watching right here, Misha, claims that she is the girl in the D&G shirt that does not have an attorney, but the girl in the D&G tank top, in fact, has an attorney, and she left, or the incident only happened to her once. She is actually a Canadian citizen. She was living in Michigan at the time. She is now back in Canada. But Misha is coming out and saying she is the girl in that shirt, and that she, is saying all these things. But let's remember that the girl in the D&G shirt still has Cassie Ventura's attorney. Okay. This girl doesn't have an attorney. And this girl is not blonde headed with a tan. Okay. This girl is African American. She is not a white girl with a tan with blonde hair. Happy Thanksgiving, Just Swimbles. If you blow up the girl in the D&G shirt, which the attorney's been trying to keep her a Jane Doe ever since the judge came out and said that all Jane Does need to be outed. They need to know who they are. And the attorney's been fighting to keep her a Jane Doe so that Diddy can't find her and hurt her, whether she be in Canada or not. And then this girl's coming out and saying that it's her, this, that, and the third. And then now she's saying that Blink Twice was written by her story. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And also, if you know, in Blink Twice, they have the movie where people are drinking snake venom. Did you know that the snake that the woman was holding, which is yellow, which is what Misha said that she got the snake venom from, does not have snake venom? Okay. It does not have venom in it. It is a venomless snake. It's more of a snake with several rows of teeth, but it is not a venomous snake. So this is Jaguar up there now talking to her about Blink Twice, and about her saying how she knows Jaguar. So she's getting ready to bust the story all apart that Misha and Adria came up with together to make some dough, muddy the waters, and because Adria is working for Quincy, which is Diddy's son.
And recording and sound. In 2015, my son was arrested. I came back to Philadelphia. I got my family together. We moved to Dallas in 2016, and Giovanni came to
I was still
follow
dancing around
later
that time.
that
But yeah.
fall. Sweetheart, I was nowhere near Dallas, North Dallas, or a strip club in 2012 at all. Matter of fact, I was spending more time in Miami and Paris, nowhere near Texas.
Yeah. But well, you have a
Wait
twin
a
out there
second.
that talked about the same thing you talked about.
Wait a
But
second.
okay.
Wait a second. I am telling you that story that you're telling about me as fact and true that you have repeated on several platforms now. It's not possible. It never happened.
To who? That I never talked to you?
No, not in 2012, not at a strip club.
Oh,
and
I
not
don't
in
know what year.
Dallas.
2012 is the year I think that I signed the paper.
That's what you've been saying. Repeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the year I remember them contacting me. But I was having conversations with various people in the club because, like, celebrities,
Understand how dangerous? Do you understand
Stevie
how
J, and
dangerous?
everybody was like coming to that club. Like a lot of people came up to that club.
I know who
So
hangs
really
out
what
at Cabaret, and the reason why I know
the reason what I'm thinking what happened here is Adria knew that this girl was underage, and she had her boyfriend be a pimp to Misha, and then Adria took Misha to Diddy's. I do believe that this girl is in fact a victim of Diddy's, but the way that things are going, it's making it look crazy because Adria told her to talk like this and do this stuff. And so that is what's going on, because in a minute you're going to hear her break, and she's going to break down and say that she was left there by Adria and that she was pimped out by Adria's boyfriend.
girls at the strip club was because after I moved to Dallas in 2016, I was Lyft driving, and I always drove the girls home at night.
Yeah.
See, that was 2016.
So is it possible then that it's just a mix of timelines or jagged memories, overlapping from, I don't know.
No, I'm saying flat out, she never met me or spoke to me at all. I do not know her. The only time I've ever spoken to this young woman was with Natanya. I had nothing but positive things to say, and I still feel the same way. I do not believe you should be doing all that you're doing. I think you need to get counseling.
Yeah, I do need counseling.
I think you need to get in serious therapy immediately. I think you're doing yourself great harm. Do you realize that the things that you're sitting here admitting on camera, online, unaliving babies and cannibalism and such?
I'm going to tell you that I told the police. They said I was in survival mode. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
The police will tell you anything
to
get you to admit things so that they can use them against you later in prosecution. I'm asking.
Well, why didn't they prosecute me then when I was crying and I was telling them what I went through?
Sweetheart, you ain't got to put it on for me.
But they sent me home. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or come anyway, but they sent me home. They sent me home. I told them, why didn't they go arrest him when I told them what he was doing? Why didn't they arrest him? And when they was coming in,
all of these interviews that you're doing yourself great harm.
Yeah, probably am. But after I get my word, I'm not.
The things that you're saying are gut wrenching for people
it's the
to
truth.
listen to. Yes, they're gut wrenching for people to listen to. So I can only imagine what it's like for you to keep swallowing and digesting this over and over again. It's literally bordering abuse.
Doing well today.
I understand what you're saying, because I go back and I read the video. I look at the videos.
I know you do, and I implore you to stop. They are not positive.
None of them. Not even the one we was praying on. None of them.
People online are here to feast on your pain and use it for entertainment and clicks and views and dollars. That is not what you need. You need
I need help.
love.
I'm calling out for help.
You need therapy. You need help. Real help. And that's
You're
something
right.
that content creators cannot give you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, whatever lawyer you have, everything you're saying is going to make it very hard for him to defend you in the future. And guess what? This footage will be here
Forever.
You're not helping yourself.
They already talked about what was out. They already know.
Helping yourself.
My eyelashes are not eyelashing today.
And the
By
amount
speaking
of
the truth.
pressure,
Hold on real
the
quick.
amount of pressure that is about to lap on you. I don't think you, sweetheart, I literally came here as a gesture of love, because when I see somebody going down a dangerous path when they're about, oh no. I don't think you understand, my dear.
I understand what you're saying because my mom said the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's the truth.
Sweetheart, what you're doing to yourself, it is cruel. It is cruel. Okay?
For real. But she really still popping pills and all that
I can
shit.
tell what she's doing right now.
Still get high.
Adria.
Probably.
Do you understand what do you hear what you're listening to?
Okay. I have 3 witnesses outside of that. You gonna be proud of me, Jackie. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is disassociate from Misha. Already done. Before you said it, already been done. Okay. She don't fail tomorrow, watch, because she's too high strung. She probably gonna pop a couple.
She the one that told my story first. Miss Jaguar, I really don't care what Adrian got to say, because I told her don't get on live and don't say anything. Don't say nothing. I was venting to her. She shouldn't have went live and said nothing. I went for her to help. She didn't help. She reached back out to me because she knows the truth. The truth will come out whether that, or in the court. But you're right. That's why we're telling him I really don't want to do any more lives, because it's not helping. I'm thinking I can release and talk about it, but it's not helping. But people in the world need to be aware of the things that's going on.
This is not healthy.
And it's not healthy for you to come on social media, and in a minute you'll have your Cash App up, but it's not healthy for you to come on social media and say that you're the girl in the D&G tank top that had blonde hair and is actually a white woman with a tan, and trying to steal her story, then trying to steal the Blink Twice story and a bunch of other stories. If you guys go and watch all this, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, whatever her story is whatever her story is, but so far, she ain't told her story until about right now. She's getting ready to speak her story.
This is not therapy. Prostrating everything that happened to you before a group and a pit of vultures is not helping you.
It's not, but it happened to me, and I've been shut up all my life. I've been shut up all my life. They've been telling me to shut up.
The woman that brought you online is now contradicting everything you're saying.
That's her.
She fired Lionel, and now you're being represented by him. There are conflicts of interest in this thing out the wazoo. Please stop this now. Adria has said things that she's witnessed about drug use regarding you. I don't know what
drug use she regards me. She saw me, because I don't. What drug she saw me do? Other than me send her Bible scripture, other than me pray with her.
All right, then tell me about Yellow Beezy's house. You being at Yellow Beezy's house.
I told her incident where he saw when Diddy told them to kill me. That's what I said. I didn't tell her get on live and repeat that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about Yellow Beezy's house. She know about it. Tell her where the spot's at. Since she knows so much, I don't know nothing about that.
You just said Diddy did what at Yellow Beezy's house?
I said, told her, they told her, I was staring at him.
You know that house is a trap house.
Is it? It's because it's not a house.
Why were you there?
Because I live in the same place.
Well, look, let me just pin in this for this now, because I think a lot of
What
things are
about
getting
Adrian?
brought up.
What about Adrian trying to save Anthony Galloway when he was a fucking pimp to her and me? What about that? She don't want it. Don't. We're not gonna lie. We're gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth. She wanna lie. She wanna cover herself because she got scared yesterday. Even off me and her, we talk every day, and she already
get scared
because she knew how old I was, and she used me as blackmail to get a fucking apartment that didn't get paid up for 6 months. She got scared because her and Anthony came up with this idea. They got on. He became a model. She started going to Miami. She started being a main girl freak off. Her and Superhead were into it. I remember all this stuff.
Now,
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can hear me.
that's how she got to Diddy's, by Adria. Now, if you go to, I think it's on Lionel B's channel, the last, there was another interview that Adria had done, and she said, and the person that told me about the tunnels and everything else is Quincy. Quincy, I'm sorry I had to tell on you, but Quincy's the one giving me all the information, which means she's working for Diddy because Quincy didn't go against his daddy. Now watch her continue to blow up and tell the truth.
Hoping you guys can hear me. I'm going to put a pin in this just now. We're kind of touching on topics and areas where
You discredit me. I got her recording a minute in. I got recorded. See, everybody playing chess think I'm playing checkers. I got her recorded. I got her recorded of I record our conversations. So she can discredit me all she wants. She's recorded. Well, girl, I know, but we're gonna tell the people. The people don't need to know this. The people don't need to know this. The people don't need to know this. We're just gonna put this narrative up. She did this, not me. I told her don't talk about me because I need a lawyer. Okay, I found somebody to represent me. I gotta wait till after the holidays, and then after I get my lawyer I already know. I send them
a lot of protesting going
on. All right, so I don't know if my mic wasn't working before, but it is now.
That's another thing.
But let's just.
The girl in the D and G tank top, okay, is still being represented by the lawyer. I think it's Whitford or something like that. That Cassie Ventura was represented by. That girl, that was her pictures. That if you take those pictures and you blow them up, you will see blonde hair and you will see where she's white right here and she is tanned from tanning back in the 2000s when we all used to tan. She was 17 years old. After that incident happened, she went back to her home in Michigan, and then she went to Canada. And then she was the third one to put a lawsuit on Diddy. So why Misha came out and saying that was her is because Adria told her to muddy the waters for Diddy, even though Misha went through hell with Diddy, because in a minute she's going to say Adria took her there and left her. And that Misha looked up to her as a mom. Now, mind you, that was when she was 10 years old. She did this shit.
Put a pin in this whole narrative just for a second. I think a lot of the topics that are being brought up here weren't really ones that perhaps Misha expected to be thrown to her. And I just want to sort of just de-escalate this for a second.
Well, I'm not upset. I want to get clarity.
I got upset at Adria because she already taken me.
Has been drugged into this,
and I didn't tell her to get on there. I told her that in confidence. I said I don't know Jaguar. She didn't know who I was. They was just telling a story. I just told, and she got on there and let's talk about this, and because she's high in the car. I didn't tell her to do that. I was on there. I really started scratching like, I don't want to talk about it. That's supposed to be the sign to leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. She kept talking. Okay, now she talking and we on live, and I did say that. So I will say that I said the things that I've said. And I said the things that I've said, you know, and I can admit that I said it, but it was not for her to use my story, or not for her every conversation we have to get on live or get on somebody's podcast and tell people. It's supposed to, I was confiding in her. And the confining is, you remember me, right? Because I was crying for this girl. I wanted to go. I looked at her as a mother. I was crying for her, and she left me with him. She got her apartment.
Boom. Adria found her as a young teenager, either age 10 or age 13. I don't know. And then Adria's boyfriend, Anthony, was a pimp to Misha. And Adria was about the freak-offs because she was a fan of Diddy's. And Adria took Misha to Diddy's and dropped her off. And that's where it all started. And that's actually how Misha got to Diddy's. It wasn't that she wrote music and all this shit. All that was a lie. This right here, what she's saying, is how it went down. The problem is now Adria is scared because she knew Misha was underage minor. She even got an apartment in her name, utilities in her name, and she left her with Diddy so that Diddy could grape and do all those things to her. And she was at those parties. She was captive and everything else because Adria left her there.
We did get jumped. We did. We got jumped. She was mad at me, and she told me I couldn't go upstairs because I was trying to run away to her. She left me multiple times, and I still not necessarily befriend her, but I still associated myself with her because she is my proof. Yep. I've been screaming on the inside for so long, and I've been talking. That guy says, "Speak."
I'm sorry, I'm just monitoring the chat. It's a bad habit. I've been dealing with these things online for so long.
Jag, let me ask you this.
So Misha thought that since Misha thought we'll bring out Jaguar, and that'll sound even more convincing. No, what happened was when Adria didn't want people to know that she pimped out that Anthony pimped out Misha to Diddy and brought her to those white parties and shit, the after parties, and left her there. Adria didn't want nobody to know because Adria would be put in prison. That's why the bitch didn't want nobody to know. And Adria is still working for Diddy, but Misha doesn't know it. Misha has no idea. Right, Christine? Yep. But Misha is, I do think, and when she said she took me there, that Anthony was her pimp, and that they put remember when Adria came on and said, we are the ones that had the hotel, or not the hotel, but the apartment with the guard. Yeah, in Misha's name, you sure did. Thank you, Just Wimbles. In Misha's name, you used Misha. And so all these years, Misha kept you around so that you would be the part of her story to tell the truth. But the problem is, bitch, Adria, you're scared because you took a 13-year-old and took her to Diddy's and also prostituted her, dude, whoever your boyfriend did. And you're still working for Diddy. And this woman's screaming at the top of her lungs all the bad things that happened to her. And you're just raking in the motherfucking dough. This woman ain't made a dime. And this is her story. But you made it look like lies. You made her say that she did the blink twice. You made her say that she knew Jaguar. You made her say all these things because you didn't want her telling her truth, because then it would show that you was pimping out an underage girl and using her for your high class apartment and shit that you didn't pay rent for 6 months and got evicted out of, and rent this girl's credit. That's what really went down, ladies and gentlemen. Misha's not lying when she says, and let me put my screen up here. Misha is not lying when she says that she was done by the diddler. She's not lying. Adria took her there. Adria took her there. And now Adria wants to act like that didn't happen. And now Adria wants to control the situation on what's said and what's not said. But that's not the way it works, Adria. And you should be behind bars the same as Diddy. Because the shit you did to this girl is beyond. And she can prove that that apartment was in her name. She can prove that the utilities was in her name while you and Anthony were living it up, acting like you were big superstars when you was actually a damn stripper that came from California, and Anthony was a pimp. Now, people now going around saying shit about this young girl, this girl trying to tell her story because Adria muddied the freaking water. That's right. And she looked up to you still today. How many years later? She kept in contact with you so that you would corroborate her story. But instead, you started coming out telling her story. And she knows damn well she's not the girl in the D&G shirt. That was your story too. Misha was abused if she talked to anyone in Diddy's house. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. She needs to stay away from her because Adria is still working for Diddy. She said she's getting her information from Quincy. If I have to look it up, I will look it up where she says it. Yeah, Misha, yeah. Well, evidently Adria fired Lionel B that night that he dropped her down when she was acting a fool and high in the car. Yes, Adria should be held accountable for what she did to this baby. This girl was a child, and she took her and she looked up to her as, you know, thinking like she was her mom because her mom was a druggie and shit. And she looked up to her, and what did Adria do? She put her into prostitution, and then she took her to Diddy's, and then she made these things happen to her. And then she told her, no, don't say it that way. Say it this way. That's what the hell actually happened, isn't it, Adria? Isn't that what you did to this girl? But then you want to make the money off of this girl, right? You want to be paid $2,600 for your time. F you, Adria. You're still working for Diddy. You're still getting paid. This girl deserves justice. And she deserves justice against you and Antonio. You damn straight she does. Yeah.
So I think a lot of what you're throwing at Misha tonight is based off of her memories.
You were saving people.
Her memories.
I remember it was like something. It was something like where you could get dressed behind it. I remember stuff.
So
I never said you hurted nobody. I said you helped. That's what I told her. I told her that you would help.
When did I help you? I don't know you, ma'am. This is the
You
problem.
keep saying, but that's the narrative. Everybody gonna say they don't know me. Okay, I don't know you. You don't know me, Jaguar, and I apologize for even bringing your name up. I apologize for even bringing your name up because I don't know you.
Let me let me just
I'm
interject
gonna
here.
need you to
let
produce
me
evidence of something.
let me
Real.
Only
No,
once I get into it. Once
I
I
need
get
to say something for one moment without interruption.
I will. My only evidence is that police report that Alec has, and she gave it to the insurance people to keep it for
And
the
my
court.
name is involved in that somehow?
So whenever I get in contact with her, because you witnessed stuff, so you are on it for witness.
Let me find on Lionel B's that other interview where Adria says that she's getting all her information from Quincy. That'll tell you right there. They effed this girl up, and this girl is slow. She is on the spectrum. And she's not good at lying and making up shit like Adria taught her to. She's not. But her true story is real.
Witness what?
What did you witness?
Right.
No,
Just
I'm
I don't know.
asking you.
Listen.
I don't want to keep talking about it. I'll give you my number. We can talk off the line.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can hear me. I don't know if my mic's working. This is. Can anyone hear me? Can someone just let me know if they can hear me?
This is very troubling for me. I hear you, Ron.
Okay, you hear me? Okay.
I call you Ron.
Yeah. So, answer he has of meeting you, which you say you've no recollection of.
No,
is it not? No. That's fine. I understand that. So, in your experience with being a survivor, right, and you have these memories, and you have people who start pulling things apart. Have you never experienced a time where you have believed solidly that something has happened, but the trauma, the medication, the alcohol, the baby oil, all of this can just warp things to a point?
I thought I was dead. I couldn't believe I was alive.
I mean, because I think
I have been passed out and bleeding out in the trunk of that car for so long.
No, I get.
I thought I was dead. I didn't even realize I was still alive.
All I'm saying is it not more likely that when we look at of all the information Misha's poor, is it not possible? Is there not room for discussion that perhaps that memory is a fragmented memory? It could have been.
You want to know why I don't discuss all of the abuses against me in detail online?
Well, no, that's not what I was asking.
Do you want to know why?
Because it can be used, probably because it can be used against you.
I didn't already put it out there. I was just talking about the stuff that she put out there, but I haven't talked about everything.
No, please let me speak.
Okay.
I haven't talked about everything.
Please let me speak, ma'am. I don't talk about them because they're horrific. I don't like thinking about them. The night terrors that I still experience to this day traumatize me even still at times when I'm caught off guard. All of my years of therapy and self-work have taught me sharing the details of these stories can do nothing more than hurt or enrage someone else's mind.
But would you not also say though, Jag, at the start when you really telling that was part of your process and journey and breaking through?
By 5 men who came through my door with guns. They stole for.
But Jag, there's a point that you have to stop. There's a point where Jag has to stop. Okay. This girl really did drive safe to Froggies and happy Thanksgiving. This girl really did have those things happen to her. You can tell it. She's slow. It was easy for them to manipulate her, get an apartment in her name, get utilities in her name, and then drop her off like she was nothing to Diddy, and also, put her out to whoever else. Okay? But most people already know about Jag's story. Okay? Now Jag's coming out with something even more that nobody knew about. It's like, but it's not your story right now to tell. This was Misha's time to talk. And so anyways, I found it. I'm going to show you where she's working for Quentin. So I'm trying to find it real quick here. Okay, so here you go. Here she says the truth about who she's actually working for. See, sometimes you got to go through this stuff and you got to go through it with a fine-tooth comb so that you can see what's going on and who is the actual liar in this. This woman right here is working for Diddy, okay? She's working for Diddy. And I'm going to show you how and why right now.
Way to get back at the man.
Right here.
Take him down, which is me. That's why he made the song Different Route. He's going a different route. He's the one that gave me the address to the tunnels underground. And yes, baby, I'm telling on your phone. I'll send him a Lionel B. He's the one texting me on a daily basis, giving me the heads up. And he wanted me to keep it a secret. He's the one liking, telling me to share. And then when I share, he put the likes on it. I got it as my screenshot. It's on my Instagram. I'm not making it up.
I want you to hear Quincy's name.
He's the one that
was used to beat your mom.
Oh yeah, I got the inside scoop because my baby a double agent. He realized that a long time ago, and that's why he said the best way to get back at the man who killed his mother is to talk to the woman that's going to help take him down, which is me. That's why he made the song Different Route. He's going a different route. He's the one that gave me the address to the tunnel.
And Adria is in love with Quincy. That's why she called him her baby. Double agent. My baby, a double agent.
Smart. They shared a good relationship that they probably could have went on and wrote it as it was. You understand? The unedited version. You understand? And for your answer, I can fix some alternations.
Trying to see where she says.
You understand?
Because there was a lot of intimate sections in that particular book, man, and it seems like only they would know what was going on between the two.
Right. Because they got two husbands that's not right. You know what I'm saying? They got something in common.
Adria,
I'm like, what do you mean?
how do you feel Albie Shore and Quincy kind of going back and forth, and how do you feel about the comments that Albie Shore made regarding his son, saying, you already know that your fake father was used to beat your mom?
See, they're talking about Quincy right now. Albie Shore's son. Now listen to what this girl says. Adria's sweet on Quincy because she's getting paid. And she is sweet on Quincy, which is gross because she's 46 and Quincy's like 33.
Oh yeah, I got the inside scoop because my baby a double agent. He realized that a long time ago, and that's why he said the best way to get back at the man who killed his mother is to talk to the woman that's going to help take him down, which is me. That's why he made the song Different Route. He's going a different route. He's the one that gave me the address to the tunnels underground. And yes, baby, I'm telling on you. He's the one texting me, and I can show you guys the text message with my phone. Oh, I'm on my phone. I'll send him a Lionel B. He's the one texting me on a daily basis, giving me the heads up, and he wanted me to keep it a secret. He's the one liking, telling me to share, and then when I share, he put the likes on it. I got it as my screenshot. It's on my Instagram. I'm not making it up. Why would any person who's if somebody is trying to take your father down and you're really on his side, why would you put a like during all of this on anything? Why would you be texting them? Why would you be giving them information and addresses? And my Jane Doe told me that Quincy was the one that used to slide her food and sneak water and stuff to her and talk to her through the door and say,
yeah, but you're Jane Doe. You put her in that position, woman.
It's okay, and let her know when they left. And when he would come to her, you can take a bath now. You can do this now. He was there the whole time. And the reason why he's being loyal, because he's under distress and he's been mind manipulated his whole life. His whole, everything he's ever known is not anything that he thought it was going to be. His whole life is a lie. His whole entire life is a lie. And the only person that really loved him for real and that he knows is gone, which is his mother. So he playing all sides. Y'all thinking he on his side, he on everybody's side. But especially he's on his own side. He wants to be an actor. He wants to put his music out. He's very creative. He's very smart. He's very talented. He has a vlog out there. I want everybody to check it out. Go to Quincy's vlog. It's out there. Everybody go get Different Route. It's his new album that's out. Shout out to my baby.
Yes.
You know, I love you, baby. Thank you for the information. And I'm sorry I had to tell it, but there's no point. Like, we either gonna save the kids or we not.
Because look at it. If my son or my daughter.
So as you've seen, that's my baby. Shout out to my baby. I love you, my baby. We either gonna save the kids or we not. So what did she do to Misha? Since she's got Misha so fucking mind controlled, she told Misha to come out with a god-awful story saying that she was part of Blink Twice. She told Misha to say all this fucking crazy shit, but not about what Adria made Misha do and Anthony made Misha do and what they did and how they left her at Diddy's. Yes. There you go. There you go. Yes. And one of the witnesses is Misha. So, I watched this video a while back and I remembered this part. And then when Misha started coming out, and then when Misha went off last night saying, I looked up to her as a mom. Now, mind you, Misha is going to be 34. Adria is 46, which means that Misha would have looked up to you like a fucking mom. Sorry. But you know what? You know how I am. And you know how I watch things like a hawk. Adria is working for Diddy. And made Misha come out and say those atrocious lies instead of telling her truth. That's what's going on. Although Misha was telling some of her truth last night. She was trying to tell some of her truth last night. So, that's what I have to say about that. You guys can take it however you want to take it. But if you believe me, share this to other people so they can see where this Adria bitch needs to be under the fucking jail because she used Misha at 13 years old to get an apartment. That can be proven. To get utilities, that can be proven. And then to drop her off at Diddy's, that also can be proven. So if you believe me and what I'm saying here today, share my video so that people can see what the hell is really going on and that Misha really is a victim of Diddy. It's just Adria didn't want her to come out and say the way that she was a victim of Diddy's. Adria did not want that because then it implicates you, Adria. You drug addict freaking whore. Look what you did to Misha's life. And then you want to run around and act like you didn't have no part of it. And then Quincy's your baby. And you're with him. And he wants to listen. Quincy has been in several movies. Not that he wants to be an actor. He is a motherfucking actor, stupid. You're the one that lives off of fucking EBT and shit. You're a scamming prostitute piece of shit that let underage minors be in Diddler's fucking life. Period. You did it. And you made it look like she's a liar. By the things you told her to say, you made it look like you made Misha look fucking crazy. And you did it on purpose for disinformation because Misha was being honest saying, I want to tell my story. And you were saying, no. You got to tell it like this. Fuck you, Adria. There's a place for you. And the whole world's going to know what I just showed. Because my people are going to share it around of how you are working for Diddy. When Misha is trying to get fucking justice. She knows she's not the girl in the D&G shirt. She knows she's not the girl on the Blink Twice. But her story's horrific. And you left her there. She didn't even know who Diddy was. You left her there. And you wanted to be at the freak-offs because your ass got paid. And you know that apartment you talk about, how you and Anthony were all up in that apartment and you guys had guards. That's because you used Misha's credit. And that's what scares your fucking ass. You're terrified right now. Because when it all comes out, honey, you're part of it. You took a 13-year-old to Diddy's. You had a 13-year-old prostituting. And you got her hooked on drugs. And then you came here to muddy the waters and you told her what to say. You did. That's right, baby. You did. It don't take a rocket scientist, and I wasn't getting off the bus new in town. I know what the fuck you did. I know people like you. Evil bitch. Now, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hello, Truth Hurts. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm sorry. Sorry I have to go off. But, you know, now nobody believes Misha. Now they're calling her a fake victim and all this other bullshit. And it's because she came out lying, because she was doing exactly what fucking Adria said to do, because she knew Adria was her ticket of telling the truth. But Adria ain't going to tell the truth for you, darling. Adria ain't going to tell the truth for you, baby. Adria's going to save her ass for what she done to you. Yeah. Adria's going to save her ass, baby. I believe Misha too. I know when somebody's telling the truth, when they've been traumatized and everything else. I know when they're telling the truth. And Misha is telling the truth. It's just like she said, that Adria wanted it said a certain way. I prayed so hard for this. We got to love them through it, and that's hard at times, but clean or not, I just wanted her for today, so I'm feeling extra blessed. Weigh in on that. Of course, they're going to call her a liar. They don't want the truth out there. That's right. That's right. That's right. And I pray that Lionel does I pray that Lionel does get her an attorney like he said he was. I pray her story does get out there the correct way. And it starts with Adria. It starts with Adria. That's where it starts. Adria found an opportunity to make money off of a young kid that knew nothing. And that's what she did. And that's really how it went down, and that's what happened. And truth hurts. That's right. They're our babies. We got to love them through it. And you're a good mama. And everything's going to work out just fine, baby. I see your comments. I'm just trying to get out what I came here to say today, because I feel so bad for Misha now that her story has been so muddied. Is anybody going to believe her story now? Since Adria wanted to do misinformation and shit. Is anybody even going to believe her? Exactly. Truth hurts. Exactly. But for this girl to try to save her own ass, making because Misha is a little slow, but this girl trying to save her own ass, making her think that she was going to be there and she's going to tell the truth, is a bunch of bullshit. And now they had a falling out, so she's not going to tell the truth and be on her side no more. She don't need her. She needs to put her under the fucking jail. She needs to put her under the fucking jail. That girl used Misha from the time she met Misha. She was never Misha's friend, ever. She never had no good things for Misha. And just like Misha said, I never got paid at a Diddy party. I never got paid at a Diddy party. But you know who did, right? Isn't that right, Adria? How come you got some sick obsession with Quincy now, Adria? Huh? Why you got some sick obsession with him now? Did you do shit to him too when he was a kid? When he was at Diddy's, huh? Is that why you got some sick fucking obsession about him? Acting and calling him your baby and shit, and your baby's already been in movies, stupid bitch. Matter of fact, you're just a druggy liar working for Diddy. You're still working for Diddy, and I hope you go underneath the jail where you belong. And I pray to God, Misha, gets with the right people that'll help her to get her real story out and tell the truth about your ass and about how you and Anthony pimped her out and took her over to Diddy's house and left her there while she was crying and screaming for you. While them guys, even Akon and them, even like she said, did this inside of her. I don't like people like you. You are so scared. And you have every right to be. You better be running for your damn life at this point. Because I'm not the only one that's going to figure it out. I'm not the only one that's going to figure this out. There's other people out there that's going to figure this shit out. There's other people out there that's going to figure this out, and they're going to be like, what the hell? Hold up. Wait, what's going on? There's other people out there. I ain't the only one. And they're going to start seeing right through your shit, bitch. And then you just got through saying to somebody else that you want paid $2,500 to speak. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say. You're the dumb bitch that went to the freak off, wanted to be at the freak off, and got paid to be at the freak off. Not the 13-year-old child. Ain't nobody want to hear what you got to say. You as a grown-ass fucking woman. You was old enough to make your decisions. You was old enough to make your decisions. This kid wasn't. You was old enough. Setting up in that damn apartment. Hey, Catlin. Setting up in that apartment acting like you were somebody when you was using Misha's name the whole damn time and didn't even pay rent for the 6 months you lived there. Fucking piece of shit. That's what I say about you. You're a piece of shit. I hope the truth comes out and I hope you go under the jail. I hope that you go under the jail. Do you hear me, woman? I hope that they throw your ass so far under the jail that you will never see daylight. Making Misha look like a damn crazy ass fool by saying all them damn crazy ass stories. Because you didn't want to be implicated. You didn't want to be implicated in any of it, right? Right? Damn, you pissed me off. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody, but when it comes to kids and kids being groomed and all that stuff, you all know how I feel about that. And Misha was definitely groomed. Misha was definitely there. And Misha has a story that needs to be told the right way, not the way that Adria wants it told, but told the right way. Yeah, Shirley Temple. Yep. I did research on her back in 2017. Having her around old men all the time, sick motherfuckers. And then having her to do the Lolita video, and then having her to tell one of the guys that she's with that she wants to be his lover when she is like 6 years old on his lap. That ain't normal. Well, none of that normal. None of that's normal. None of that's normal. So anyways, I just wanted to let everybody know what I feel that happened and how I believe Misha. It takes a victim to know a victim, if you know what I mean. And that girl, when she started talking about Adria and how she had her in her apartment, she took her and dropped her off. I knew right then what all this was about. It was about Adria not wanting to get in trouble. That's what this was about. Adria saying, oh, you can't say that. You'll get me in trouble. And then Misha being on the spectrum, which that's why it was easy for, them to do what they did to her, because she was on the spectrum. Which she probably hasn't even been done like that. Yeah, when she was a toddler, yeah. Sick. People are sick. I hope they all get thrown under the bus. I mean, I hope they all get thrown under the jail. You know what I'm talking about? I hope they all do. I hope they all do. And thank you for who said that they liked my sweater. Thank you. Oh, and did you know yesterday they're saying that they delivered my Shein package and all they did was show a picture of my front door and they never delivered nothing. And that's a lot, about $200 worth of Christmas gifts that I'm trying to hunt down right now. Can't find it anywhere. But anyways, thank you for getting ready with me, everybody. And just be careful who talks and listen to what they have to say and then go back and listen to videos and things like that so that you see the truth that Misha was given to Diddy. Yeah, no package. Just took a picture of my front door with no package, and the package is 13 pounds. Oh yeah, Cat Williams kept a low down on everybody. He knew who everybody was and what they were doing. That's why he would make comedy things on it, but he knew. I don't know where y'all are going. I don't know who else is live right now, but I just want to say that I love you all. Thank you, Caitlin. And I'm going to see my babies today, and I'm going to see my daughter today. And please realize I'm just really reiterating to realize that girl really is hurt. She really is a victim. I believe in my heart. I believe in my heart and my soul that she's really a victim and that she needs all the love that she can have, because that Adria has been playing her for so many years, and she kept her around thinking that she would be there to let her, to help her to tell her story, when the whole time Adria has just been making cash off of that girl. The whole time, honey. Not just this time, the whole time. The whole time. So just pray for Misha, that Misha finally comes out and tells the real truth, so that everything can be told the right way. Because we know that she's not the girl in the picture that is in a lawsuit. All of that was what Adria told her to say. And Adria, I can't even call you a woman. You're just a sick, disgusting. When you came out first and you said that you was called the female version of Diddy, I believe it. I believe that you are the female version of Diddler. I believe you are. I don't think no one can deny it. I believe that you are the female version. You said it yourself, and I believe you. But Misha deserves justice. And once she tells her story, you already know your ass is gone. You and Mr. Anthony, you both gone. And you've been trying to keep her under your thumb so that nobody would know the truth. So now you made her come out and look like a crazy. You started telling her story before she ever said it. And I figured your shit out. Now what? Now what, bitch? Ain't nobody gonna pay you for no interviews. You ain't got no interviews. You ain't got nothing to say. You were a willing adult participant at the freak-offs. Just like Misha said. You was willing. You enjoyed it. You got paid for it. But Misha did not. Wonder what Misha's life would have been like if she hadn't have met you, who she thought of as a mom. May you burn in hell, bitch. And to everybody else, happy Thanksgiving. I love you. I'm going to go do something crazy with my hair. I don't know what yet, but I love my hair. It looks like it's fixed all the time. I absolutely love my hair. But yeah, Misha's not crazy. She's a little slow. And I think it's because of all the beatings and stuff that she went through, honestly, I think that she went through a lot of beatings, like she said. And just like she said, she told Adria not to tell her story, and she was on here telling her story, making money off of it. That's right, Adria, right? How much money have you already made off of Misha all these years? That'll all come out in court too. That's what you're afraid of. We know what you're afraid of. I call you a child predator. I call you an ex-trafficker. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. So anyways, to all my people that love me, please share this to the people that need to know the truth, and or send it to their inbox or whatever, so that they can see out of the own words that, and go back to the first interview. Adria said that everybody always said that she was a what? A female Diddy, right? I'll have a leg for you, baby. She said everybody always told her she was a female Diddy, right? Female Diddy, okay? Then when Misha heard her voice, Misha went crazy and started talking about the apartment, started talking about how she left her at Diddy's, right? Takes 2 + 2 = 4. Misha was the ex-trafficker and prostituted out Misha. Adria was the trafficker, prostituted out Misha. Anthony was the pimp that kept Misha in line. A 13-year-old little girl. And I bet you she was 13. I bet when her true story comes out, she was 13. Christine, wishing you a blessed and wonderful Thanksgiving too. I will send all you pictures. Hey, Lawless, happy Thanksgiving. I will send you guys pictures on my post. Hey, Margaret, happy Thanksgiving. I will send you all pictures on my post of my Thanksgiving that hubby is making, and then I'm getting ready to go make my macaroni and cheese. Happy Thanksgiving, Kels. So anyways, please send this to the right people so that not everybody thinks that, because my channel's not that big anymore, but so everybody doesn't think that Misha is a liar. So everybody quits running around saying that she's a fake victim, because that's what Adria wanted. Adria wanted her to sound like that. That's why Adria told her what to say. Thank you. I appreciate it. And put on there that Betty believes Adria is the one that took Misha to Diddy's, because I believe Misha. And also, the records can be pulled up. The records can be pulled up that place that they lived in, that they did not pay rent for 6 months, was in Misha's name. All that can be pulled up. So I pray, Misha, if you see this, when you get your attorney, tell them everything. The truth shall set you free. Because this that you're coming out with now, that Adria told you to say, is making you look crazy and uncredible. Okay? But I do believe you. I believe you. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I love y'all. Izzy, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm out of here.
Baddie on the streets, yeah, she brings the heat. Drum around the corner, feeling that beat. YouTube days, episodes unfold. Baddie's got the scoop, stories untold. Navigating drama, twists and turns. Baddie breaks it down, everyone learns. Go down low, she's got all the tea. Pull up to the screen, come and watch for free. Watch. Baddie, on the go. every episode, every time. Betty's here, making it shine. Feel the rhythm, hit the floor. Betty's drama always wanting more. Catch the vibe, she's in the groove. Each new twist, she's got the moves. Drama drops beats, keep going. Dance all night, energy showing. Betty,